third best in the league coming in. It's the Bengals and the Browns on Thursday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. The numbers for Brown from a week ago, 19 carries, 138 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
11 MT tape. Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
12. Here we go. Stop.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. Nifty footwork at the 45. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
11 Thomas.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A pickup of 2 brings us 2nd and goal.
Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. He's got the connection to Cooper. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper. That'll lead to a second down. Thompson Robinson now. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Open man is Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
12.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
11 MT. Gun. Dot.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT. Dot.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here we go.
This 2nd and 4.
12. Dot.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
11 mighty.
Chase the motion man right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
11.
And Burrow going to change the play. Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. Decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First carry now for Pierre Strong. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And this really is a good defense because what they've done is focus on stopping the running game and being physical against it.
And the numbers, they really bear that out. They're currently 5th in the National Football League in rushing defense. Here's a screen play. This is Strong. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
I'm one. Ready?
Now it's 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas. Here we go. Shot.
Burrow will throw. Able to find Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Gun. Shot. Shot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On the handoff, this is Brown. Gets past 1 man. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Thompson Robinson now to throw. This one swung outside to Strong. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Thompson Robinson throwing here. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The DTR going to throw it here. Right back to Njoku. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And once more, it's Thompson Robinson. This will be caught. Judy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there. 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10. To throw is DTR. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Great games coming up in Week 16. Starting on Saturday, a 1 o'clock kick between the Texans and Chiefs at Arrowhead. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. And lastly, in the national game on Sunday night, definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Give up the middle to Strong. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Thompson Robinson now. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Thompson Robinson gets it to Strong. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 6. Throwing. Thompson Robinson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked second in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Second and 6. Here's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's taken in by Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's first and 10 at the 16-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And quickly, they get to the line. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
11.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
11. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Dot.
This is Brown going up the middle. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards. They'll run with Strong. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Thompson Robinson now. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last lap.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here we go.
Burrow now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
On 1, ready?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this Browns defense stands tall. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Thompson Robinson here from the gun. And I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got... Quick. It's 1st and 10. The DTR going to throw it here. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Open man. He completes it to Judy. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Thompson Robinson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 6 coming up. Thompson Robinson. Right back to Njoku. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Burrow. That is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4